Hi guys, welcome back. I'm here with Slay the Princess. This will probably be my last video on this game, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. Oh my gosh, bro.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
I feel like have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to be can't someone else just forget I'm not doing it? Let's just not even go in there.
No, you have to do it.
That's the last thing we're gonna do is not go in there. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she is as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to. No.
Seriously?
No,
you're just going to turn around and leave?
You're not going to tell me what to do.
Do you even know where you're going?
You're not going to tell me what to do. Nope, but I'll figure. Yep, nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Period.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't either. I'm done with her.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Lied to
How
me.
convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
To the cabin. Yeah,
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
I don't care.
Dies.
I don't
Forever.
Literally, bro, it's like I know what's gonna happen. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for.
When I said
period.
Everyone, I meant everyone.
And?
That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Okay, and what do I have to do with?
And last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Bruh, he's the real sweet talker, bruh.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the
my
cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Bruh. Okay, let's see. There's no fighting this. Is there? I have to go into the cabin. Don't I find? Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I don't care. I don't care.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh shit.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Multiple
In
cabins.
every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Sick and tired of this, granddad. That's
Wait,
too damn bad.
what's going on?
Chicken.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Bro, every time you open your mouth, you irritate me.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
About?
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Damn. Okay, the stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end
So
of the world.
I'm guessing the world ended last time if I didn't do anything. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she?
Last time? Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
And see what happened.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
What does that even mean? Hold on, let me look up what does the contrarian mean and see how does that play into contrarian definition. It says contrarian, a person who opposes or rejects popular opinion, especially in stock exchange. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day
I like how
forever,
depending on what choices you make,
I suppose
the
there are
previous
plenty of ways you could pull
day,
that off.
The next one will kind of the voice will.
The world really did end last time, didn't it?
Showing like
we should be careful. For all we know,
like
we just got lucky.
Personality.
The world hasn't ended yet.
I think my favorite
one
was
going to slay her with that attitude.
one.
Stuff
I
those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
On the contrary, my beloved princess. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. Those walls weren't just here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, she can talk to me now? You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
I can't.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Bruh.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will... If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay. Let's talk to her this time.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
Way longer than
perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm good.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Literally.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Killing her, bro. I want to talk
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong.
Bruh, this narrator is starting to...
My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
Maybe when I didn't
you
go to the cabin.
Lose
we'll give
yourself
him that one,
before you even get to her.
Me slaying and me saving the princess made no difference. Me not interacting with the princess at all was more world ending.
Nothing. Because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Where is the princess?
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. I'm just gonna enter the basement. I'm not even gonna take the mirror.
The door to the basement creaks open,
What's going on?
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
Because there were so many
your
cabins,
head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place.
It created so many
None of the
universes.
stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
It's making me nauseous.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, she's upstairs this time.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, how does she know?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave.
Yeah, let's
This feels
just
wrong. This
head
feels like a trap.
out.
Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
Oh, maybe I should have took the knife. The
But
hero
we already
spirit
tried
now.
turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
And what is that thing?
And
my
what's
guy?
that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Period.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the hard stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. We'll do the soft stairs, I know.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down,
types of stairs,
like they're
bro?
guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Okay, that's reassuring.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Bruh, I'm sorry, I should have listened. Nah.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Are we leaving the cabin?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Yeah.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Period.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, jeez.
What?
I was
What the
like
hell
getting
was
wrapped
that?
in that.
What happened to us? I feel so
It's dark
strange.
in here, man.
Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well,
No,
that was the trip,
I
and
had
now
a
it's over.
midlife
Time to
crisis
get
on
back
them
to our old
stairs.
devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise
I
shrouded
did
in
not bring the
darkness,
knife, bro.
watches
so
you
there is no
impatiently from
killing
the other
her.
side of the basement.
Unless I strangle
Don't forget
her.
why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
Literally.
Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems...
I just want to know her story. Like, how did she get down here? What's your name? Yeah, what is her name?
You can call me Princess if you'd like.
Bruh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, that scared me.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Oh gosh, bro, what
can
did
do
I
that.
do? What did I do?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again.
Yeah, I'm not
can we put her
vibing
back?
with this.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Yeah,
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen.
stop being irritating.
Only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it.
I
Whatever
can't.
thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
I can't.
If it's not already too late.
It is.
You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Nah, I'm good, brother.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Oh, I like that idea. Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? Yeah, let's...
I don't know why I'm
she's
here,
down
but there
here.
has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was.
Okay, is it gonna...
But you
Okay,
know,
that one
right?
wasn't as bad.
You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember.
Oh, okay, I was like,
Don't
she
give
doesn't
me
remember
false
who put her
hope.
down here?
Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking
No, I'm
her
gonna keep
questions
asking
and
her
stop
questions.
stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I don't even have a knife, my dude. There's more of you now. Getting down here was weird. I'm getting you out of here, trying for her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything. Here, leave her in the basement. Why is this combined?
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a
Oh my
step
God.
forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a
Was that on
confident
purpose
stride.
or was that a glitch?
You
Because
can
all
feel
those
yourself
were together.
rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Oh,
Find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain
there's so
upstairs and
much
slay
going on
her.
right
leaving
now.
her to perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
oh hell
We
no,
can't-
bruh.
Do you not have anything witty to say?
Yeah.
I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Got something to say now.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world,
Oh, I'm
the
sorry. I
prince
thought
falls
it was
apart.
done.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Damn, she
What
was
happened?
mutated.
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others,
they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Oh god.
we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Ugh.
Did you do this? Did we do this?
Can you pull us back apart?
Can you fix us?
Yeah, there's no
We should
fixing
help
this.
her.
I don't think
I
we
think
can.
we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Do you know that your actions
little late
have
for regret, isn't it?
consequences?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think it's supposed to be fixed now. You just do everything. I'm not going to fix you. Oh shit, bro. What the absolute... Yeah, when everything is possible, nothing is. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory
She's gone?
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Where she went, you can't find her.
Is that a mirror?
No,
Why
I
is it
didn't
here?
look in the mirror that time.
Why now?
First you thought this is the end for you, but it's not for you. It's just going to be okay. You trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared. We're not gonna... There's no point.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It'll all be okay,
Yeah,
buddy.
don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Ugly ass fingers still. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh shit, I look disgusting, girl. You've withered. Damn, it's like each time I do this, I fucking get a little bit more disgusting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. She doesn't? I don't think... Nope, she did change.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this? We'll do this one.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Yes. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems to feel distant as soon as I'm near you. Yeah.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Do you know what happens in the worlds we leave behind? I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
There is no waiting forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Alright guys, this was my last episode of Slay the Princess, and all I have to say is it's definitely an interesting game. I don't think I will continue playing it myself because it is kind of confusing on my end. I kind of got the premise of every time you die or every time you run a cycle, you get a new mindset where the guy's different, and depending on how you played that game, that will be how the guy will sound. Other than that, when I get to the end with the hands, I kind of get confused because she speaks so poetically, and I'm not gonna lie, English was not my best subject, especially when it came to the nonfiction stories and the poems and, you know, all the wordplay they would use. So yeah, not big brain in that category, but it was a lovely game. I love the art style. It said it was a scary game. Some scenes did scare me, especially like where the ended. I always jump to the ending when we restarted the world completely. But yeah, look at my princess. My princess, I'm so sorry. I don't know if we ever saved you, but I'm pretty sure she actually destroyed the world. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling up to it. And yeah, don't be afraid to leave down below what other games you would like me to play. I'm always open to games. And you know, I'm still learning. I'm getting more into single player games. I don't play a lot, but we're just seeing where it takes me.